Okay, here we have a 2019 Morooka. I think it's a 2019. Well, it'll be on the spec sheets. Morooka MST200VDR. Find the serial number tag. I hate making videos in the rain, John. Okay, here's MST200VDR serial number 20R109. It gives us our weights, loaded, weight capacity, your gross weight, kilowatt, power, the weight per square inch, your travel speed. Okay, what else we got? Here we got our throttle there, and in the operator's compartment we've got up here, let me sit up here a little bit here so we can see. We got our two drive controls. Then this here control on the left spins our entire body 360 like an excavator. This control on the right is our dump box, as indicated here. And we have a headlight switch, we have a horn switch, we have an ignition switch, and we have our turtle and bunny rabbit 2-speed. We have a green indicator light that tells us when we're heading straight when we've spun around. We got a glow plug light, oil pressure light, hydraulic temperature, water temperature, and battery light. We have a lock and unlock. That's going to turn on your ability to spin around so that if that's on lock, you can't accidentally spin the truck around with the control. Then you have this handle which locks all the controls. Now they're live, kind of like an excavator. Now they're just mechanically locked. We have the hour meter. Let's see if we can read that. I know it's down around 300 and some hours. 316.2, I believe. 316.2 hours. Okay. And we have our hydraulic tank here under the seat. There's our hydraulic level indicator there. And next to that is our fuel tank with a locking cap on the fuel tank. And we do have a ROPS canopy on this one. And what else we got going on here? This is our battery compartment here. Yep, there's our big massive battery right there. There's some of your 12-volt spool valves for your locks and your turning and your 2-speed travel. Okay. We're to the engine compartment. This is, I think, very vulnerable here. I would personally like a better guard. It's a miracle that somebody hasn't poked something right through this and right into your oil cooler or your radiator, because this is not a very heavy screen on their grill. I would think they would have some kind of protection over it, but that's the way it is. Okay, in the engine compartment, we got a 4-cylinder little Kubota, a V1503? 1505. 1505. Okay, and we have our primary fuel filter with a water separator down here. And our secondary fuel filter down here, which is going to a mechanical fuel pump. But the beauty is they also have an electric fuel pump right here, so you can just change your fuel filters, turn it on, cycle it, and it'll come back ready to go without having to hand prime it on the mechanical hand prime. There is a bleed spigot here if you get air in it before the injector pump, so you really should not have to worry about cracking in the injector lines. And here they got the burp tank right out here on the engine hood side compartment, I guess because they didn't have no room to stuff it underneath there where you could actually get at it. I think that's everything under the hood. You have your big square box muffler. Oh, and your air cleaner's right up here. That's actually pretty easy to get at. Pop the two sides, pull out your air cleaner. That's it under the hood. Okay, what else am I missing? We will show you the function here. Tailgate's removable. This truck does not have lay-down sides. Their sides are permanent. Don't know if that's a plus or minus. I guess we're ready to start. and then we'll show you how the tailgate is removable. If you go ahead and put a chain on here, like your large dump trucks with your adjustable hooks, you could go ahead and spread gravel. You see, as soon as you go up, you will release the jaws, and you can actually spread gravel. There we go. See, now the jaw is released right there already, so that means the tailgate's free. Okay, let's take it off there. We'll take off the tailgate. No, that's plenty high. This one releases the jaws really quick. Okay, so you go up with this guy, up with that guy, and out you go, and there you go. No tailgate, so you can haul something to any length you need in there. Or if you want to run without the tailgate for some reason, then you come back, push these quick latches down, and your tailgate's back on, ready to go. Yeah, we dump her up all the way. Here's our safety prop rod right there. And that is going to go into this little pocket right there. Now, as you've seen, if you watch the video of the Yanmar C30 and the IHI 30, they have one cylinder this size dumping it. This baby's got two. I'm pretty sure it'll dump anything you can put in the box without any questions whatsoever. Being as this is basically an excavator track style with 360 degrees rotating, we're going to feed our hydraulic track drive motors through the same Rotex hydraulics that we would on an excavator. There is your rotating motor. There's your main pump on the back of the engine. Here's your hydraulic filter, return filter on your hydraulic tank. Fuel tank. Here's your hydraulic fill right there. I guess that's it. We're ready to go. I think I covered everything. You see those little wheels there? Those will come down and pump, and then that's how it's going to shut the tailgate. Then your little latches will go in. You see your little fingers have got your tailgate locked. That's low. We're going to spin around here. Okay. So first we're going to do the tracks spinning around like normal, and then forward and reverse like a bobcat. And then after you get that going, oh yeah, we need to do our license up. Once we get that done, then we'll show you how the machine rotates and can travel at the same time. So headlights, we tried the headlight. Hey, there are two nice bright little headlights. Okay, got a good horn. Morooka figured they didn't need turn signals like everyone else on the highway. Yeah, you can go ahead and spin that around. This is at an idle, so yeah, that's at an idle. So that's pretty dang fast at an idle. Okay, and then you get the green light that comes on when you're forward. Let's show the green light here. The green light's on. That's just an indicator. It doesn't give you a perfect, but it's pretty darn close to being straight, as you can see when your indicator light comes on. Okay, so let's do the normal turning. Track? Yeah, with the tracks. Okay, so this is how you would turn with just one track stopped. That's how it would be like when you're doing a Bobcat, will turn within its own length. Okay, now let's show this. Now we're going to show the speed, 1, 2 on the track speed. Not a lot of difference between high and low on this machine. There's your high speed, low speed, forward low, there's high. So you can be dumping crazy and driving at the same time. That'll make you dizzy. But you would have your hands full if you're spinning around, dumping and running the box, wouldn't you? You'd have your hands full if you were driving, dumping the box, and trying to turn. So you would need your buddy with 2 extra hands to do it all. But it's technically possible. Yeah, there we go. He's turning and dumping. Yeah. Yeah, gotta use your fingers on all of that. It's a pretty cool little unit there. If you've got to have a dump truck that spins 360, that's what you got to have. You can't use the Yanmar or the IHI. The neat thing about that is if you're driving alongside of a pipeline job, you can drive in a straight line alongside the pipeline, and like in this position here, and you can be dumping right into the ditch. Especially if you had some chains on there, you could spread it where you could put your 3/4 minus over your pipeline at a given depth. And as you know, Morooka makes these all the way up into, I think they're 400, 450 horse monster machines. I've sold some of the big 400 horse ones. They're pretty impressive. That's it for that. Can't think of anything else to show you.